talking today to Paula Dunn. Paula is a UK wellness and parenting coach. Hi, Paula, how are you?
Hi, Joanne, I'm fine, thank you.
Paula, today we're going to talk about a few parenting tips, if we can call it that. The first thing we're going to talk about is parenting and wellness. So how can we as parents, what advice do you have for encouraging our children to eat healthier and more nutritional meals?
Okay, well, coaches don't give advice. What we do is we help people to think about how they can, what resources they have to change within themselves. And we must remember that children are educated from a very early age now about healthy options, good nutrition. So I work with young people to think about what they want for their future, how they want to be, what they want to look like. And I ask them what they can do now to inform that future. So, what options they have, look into the store cupboards, into the fridge, what types of things that they have in there that they can choose that will get them towards that future goal of how they want to be and look.
So if I as a parent want to try and encourage my child to make healthier choices within eating, are there any tips that you could give me as a parent to help encourage my child to make those choices?
Yeah, well, yes. I mean, a similar thing to what, because the parent goes through stages in their lives. When the child is born, they very much look after the child and they support them and nourish them. And then as the child grows older, they become more of a coach themselves. So what I would say to parents is do what a coach does, which is a coach doesn't pull you through a session or push you towards making decisions. What a coach does is walk with you on your journey. So I would encourage parents to do that with their children, to walk with their children on their journey through life, and again, help them to visualize their future, what they want to be, and what we can do now that will help them to do what they want to do in the future. So that's whether it's making decisions about food or the type of job that they want or the person that they want to be. It's all about thinking about how you have within you the resources and the choice and the choices now to inform that future.
How can I keep myself from being an overprotective parent?
Well, I would ask the parents to define what they mean by overprotection, because one person's view of being overprotective is somebody else's comfort zone. Some parents will let their children play out in the street, some parents won't. So I would ask them to define what they mean by overprotection. So what I would need to do is understand what it is that they do and say that makes them think they're overprotected. And then I would ask them how they think as a parent, what types of things that they do, what actions do they take that demonstrate to them that they're overprotected. And then consider other types of behaviour that they can assimilate, and then establish what steps they need to take to modify their behaviour towards that goal of not being so overprotective. But I think the initial thing is to establish what they really mean by overprotective.
What is the importance of showing my children how to set and achieve goals?
Again, as I said before, parents are role models. So parents are able to set and show the children how they achieve their goals and the steps they take to achieving their goals, then children will follow suit. They will, and it's important, like I speak to my 5-year-old and I give him choices. I say, what do you want to achieve today? Or if we're playing a game, what else do we want to achieve by playing this game? And it's just become, if we speak to our children like that from a very early age, it just becomes a very natural thing for them to set goals. So now my son wakes up in the morning and he says, you know what I'm going to do today, Mummy? And he reels off the things that he wants to achieve in that day. And then in the evening, when we sit down at our meal, we say, okay, what have we done today? What did we want to achieve? And how much of it did we achieve? And if we speak to children like that on a daily basis, then it just becomes very natural for them to set goals and work out ways to achieve them.
I think one of the things that most parents probably battle with is that work-life balance, probably especially mothers. What tips do you have for working moms to try and achieve that work-life balance?
Well, I do some workshops with parents, and we go around what I call the parent wheel, and we put words down into the wheel, and we say, okay, well, what types of things, what do you want to concentrate on? Okay, work-life balance. Then we need to know what it is that you want to achieve. So you want to spend more time with the children. So we think we work around the wheel, and we look at different aspects of their working life and their home life, and establish ways that they can free up more time to be with their children. Not only that, but making the time that they are with their children quality time, because that's important to some people. And I find that some parents, when they get home, they are still in kind of work mode, and it takes them a while to wind down. So we look at ways in which they can achieve that wind down before they walk in the front door, so that the time that from the moment they step into the house and have contact with their children, they are back to mummy and not to the lady who works in the office.
What would be one way that you might suggest as a way of winding down, before you step into that parenting role when you get home?
Well, one of my clients actually came up with this himself, and he said, you know what I do? He said, I found that I was going in and I was still in work mode, and my son came on and said, Daddy, I wanted to tell them, come and play with me. And he said, I found I was, in a minute later, pushing the child away because he still had things to do from work. And what he decided to do was he decided to park his car 5 minutes away from the home and walk that 5 minutes distance. And he took that 5 minutes to calm, wind down from his work life, and start to think about what he's going to do when he walks through the door. And that made a whole heap of difference to him and his son, because he was able to walk in, leave the work in the car 5 minutes away, and then start to play with his child. Which I thought was wonderful.
I think that's wonderful. Thank you so much for talking to me today.
Thank you.